Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard not to like Fofana, Peter, who's starting to look every bit of the modern defender. I mean, never mind his physical prowess, we all know about that. But his positional sense, his reading of the game, his ability now to distribute the ball out of defence, that's all very, very strong again.
Yeah, I'm inclined to... And the shot! Going to be disappointed with that. Shot a goal! It's a loose ball.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Cherki. It's a good foot in there. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Bernardo Silva. Gusto. Palmer played out towards the right wing. It's a great ball, and the shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That has been knocked clear. And it's Lavia. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ignoring. Great defending, strong and determined. Palmer. Now it's Semenyo. Thinks one through. Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. Sanchez. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Cherki. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Palmer. Now it's Palmer. Palmer played into space.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And here's Haaland. Cherki. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So what can they conjure from this one? And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Cherki is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity. Lavia.
And it's played forward. Nice interception, well timed. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Palmer. Well, that's a nice ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. Bernardo Silva. That's the end of that. It all started well enough. Haaland. Doku. Haaland! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, they could break here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good ball. Well, that's a good ball. And he'll shoot here. Could be danger here. He's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Plays it through. He is through here. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Picks it up out wide. Chance! Taken with style.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And that is out of play. Cherki. Cherki! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Pedro Neto. Here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Doku. Ignouri. Doku. Cherki. Goes down, but nothing given. Could move up a gear here. Cherki. And here's Semenyo. That is a brilliant interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Doku. Haaland gets flagged offside. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Knocks it out wide. Oh, smashing header! Doku. Bernardo Silva. Gusto. Lavia. Oh, what a pass! Lovely bit of... There's the shot! He's free, he has got space. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played out wide. Wins the duel this time. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Haaland. Great chance! And the ball's come loose here. A chance to play it in. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He can get that clear. And it's Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gehi makes the interception. Bernardo Silva. And here's Semenyo. Palmer spread out to the left. Cherki. Haaland. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. He's got away. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, what a climb! And he's straight offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cherki. Matheus Nunes. Oh, great chance! And here's Bernardo Silva. Has a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Doku certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Gusto battling down that right flank. It's been slipped through. Very nicely done. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aim forwards. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Semenyo! Gusto gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Nunez. Cherki, done delicately. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Caicedo. Over to the left. And he's managed to get free. And it's Cucurella. That is lovely. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
There's the header! Offside that time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Sanchez sends that a long way. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Semenyo. Cracking ball. He's been given offside again here. Yes, he has.
You can hear the annoyance in the crowd. The frustration is growing.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Haaland does really well to win the ball there, but it's lofted through here. That's an excellent interception.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pedro Neto. And the counter is on. Gusto picks it up now. Pedro, can he finish? Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make...
Decent chance! Played it short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Fernandes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He has found a way through. Fernandes. Tries a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
João Pedro.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution on the field.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. And it's Rodri. Oh, he's found support out wide. Takes a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Foden. Matches Nunes. Cherki. Now it's Foden. Caicedo, gently done. Chance here to counter. And that could set him on his way. Now it's João Pedro. And he's searching through. Fernando. Oh, shooting chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. They've played it short. So who's he picking out? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That is pretty much the end of that. Now it's João Pedro. Cucurella. That's it. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Pedro Neto really can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Doku. Oh, super find. Now it's Doku. Now it's Haaland. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Cherki. Plenty to aim at here. He's had a shot! Has another goal! It's in! And that has raised the roof! He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have a break. Half-time, extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Now it's João Pedro.
Nicely intercepted.
Matheus Nunes.
Cherki. And here's Haaland.
Now it's Doku.
Lovely feet. And here's Haaland. Doku, chance to shoot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Doku has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Gusto gets his head on it! He's through here. Now it's Haaland. He's through, it's Haaland! Wins the duel this time. Goes for a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. It's been taken short. Hato gets it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Cherki. Good challenge, excellent challenge. I think we're just about done here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good, a terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I think the manager can take a great deal of satisfaction with this win. It was a solid game plan that worked pretty much as he envisaged, and the players executed it to wonderful effect.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, Shooting chance! Goal!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cherki. Semenyo. Haaland. Cucurella with a fine tackle. Gusto. Pedro Neto is onto it in a flash. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's in plenty of space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a throw-in. Incoming delivery. Palmer forwards and with intent. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Palmer. Ignori. Kusanov shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto. Cucurella. Header! He's got away with one there. Cherki. Kusanov. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Lavia. Oh, great shapes to shoot! Matches Nunes, gets good distance on it. Lavia. Doku. And it's played forward, and it's Bernardo Silva. Gusto. Gusto, gently done.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Doku. Moved on forwards. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Doku. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's found a way through. Oh, what a climb! Cherki. Kusanov. That's That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cherki played in with purpose. And it's hoisted clear. Lavia aimed forwards. Palmer. And it's Lavia. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Haaland. Oh, perfectly measured that. Doku. Fofana does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Cherki. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Doku. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Moved on forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And here's Marmoush. That's the throw. Real chance! Doku. And here's Haaland. Haaland shoots! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Palmer laid out to the left flank. And here's Palmer. Out to the left it goes. And here's Neto. He's still got it, needs help. That's really well manoeuvred. Lavia wins the duel this time. Another throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Gusto, gently done. Plays it through. He's in, surely, and the shot! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that is out of play. Palmer. Out to the right. Palmer. It could be it. Palmer! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Palmer had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
And it's Lavia. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Caught offside that time. Donnarumma, long ball by the goalkeeper. Lavia. Yehi. Matheus Nunes. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. It's Palmer. Cucurella. He's onside. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Ignoring. Doku. Defending was strong and firm. Yehi gets across to intercept that. Cherki. And it's been played through. Now who's going to be first to this? Can he finish? And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looks to the other side. Cherki. Doku. He's got away. Coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now, at least the
Palmer! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Cherki. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Palmer.
Gusto.
This interception, his positioning was spot on.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Palmer. Lavia.
Gusto.
Thinks one through. That has been cut short.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rodri.
João Pedro.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Marmoush. So that's it. It is all over. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's a win now.